Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my stream. I'm Corey. Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually gonna turn down the music in my ears just a little bit. But, there we go. Hey, how's it going, Jonathan? Thanks for stopping by. This is my blog. It just seems like a good place to start it off. I'm gonna start trying to do more advertising for myself and this stream in general, so seems like a good place to start. Today we're gonna do some Rust open source work, and then maybe we're gonna work on my personal site. So, like I said, this is my current blog, but it's been like 3 or 4 years since I completely redid it, so gotta do that again, right? That's how it goes. So this is a Gatsby site in JavaScript, and we're gonna maybe hack on the new Rust version, which looks, not as great. But maybe we'll start working on that today as well. Oh, nice. Glad to catch you finishing your project, Jonathan. Good luck at getting it finished, and hopefully don't keep you up too much later than midnight. But thanks for stopping by. Yeah, okay, so that's my site. We will maybe get there in a second. But what we're gonna work on first is I have this PR in Typify, which is a Rust open source project. Let's make this a little bigger. So Typify is a Rust project that lets you take a JSON schema file and generate some Rust types for it. So if you have maybe a JSON schema file that looks like this with these properties and these definitions, you can take this and turn it into a Rust struct. And there was a help wanted issue for a CLI, and I was using this in a related project, kind of wrapping this for OpenAPI specifically. And I'll get back to that in a bit, but I took a detour to help with the CLI for this crate. And so we are gonna work on wrapping that up today. It is pretty close to being done. The last thing is I have a failing Windows test, which is maybe / likely due to some trailing new lines or difference in new lines between Windows and Unix-y platforms. And the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna change up the argument style. Right now I have a Boolean, let's pull up the repo here. Okay, so this is the repo. We have cargo typify, that's our CLI. And in tests output, I guess integrations is where I want to go. There is a flag that we can pass, which I'm looking for the test that does it. There we go. We can pass this builder flag, which turns on the builder interface of this tool. So we want to have the builder option, but we want to have positional as like its inverse, and we want builder to be the default. So we're going to mess with clap probably, which is the CLI parsing crate we're using to see how we can make that happen. And if we can't make it happen in clap, we'll just like get 2 arguments and do some Rust logic. But hopefully we can do this. I'm just taking a look at this. But can grow some additional options. Yeah, cool. I'd like the various test cases to render code with those format. But that can just be a dev dependency. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Cool. Just looking at what that crate was. And awesome, so we're gonna mess with this and we're gonna see if, let's do this first. Let's do the builder and positional CLI args. Cargo, let's just run Clippy. Oh, actually, Clippy doesn't pass in this repo, but it's gonna run, that'll be fine. And let's take a look. So let's first get, so builder, we'll do builder, perfect. Simple standard out. So I think we're actually gonna call this with args now. Yep. More args. We're gonna do positional. Oh. Yep. So that's gonna do positional, and I think test positional standard out is gonna be the better one. Test simple, test default output. So this is going to be our default output, just renaming things. And this one's actually going to match to builder.rs. And, oh, fun alerts. Not sure which Twitch alert that was, but if someone did something, thank you. Okay. Test positional. Outputs simple. I think simple wants to be renamed to positional because that's gonna match the naming we're gonna go with. Positional, perfect. Add the positional arg. Okay, builder takes the builder, perfect. Derive doesn't do anything, but I think for the purposes of this, it should do positional. Or I can just update it to not do positional. Yeah. Let's do it in 2 steps. Let's do it like this. Positional is what it is right now. And then I can like update all of these to go the opposite direction. Positional, positional, builder, positional standard out, default output. This is gonna be positional. You have reached the voicemail box of Kino. Simple. Yeah, except this isn't simple, it's positional. That's positional. Just wait for the tone. Simple can be simple there though. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Oh, that was weird. Didn't type for a sec. Okay. And they all fail. Yay, that's actually expected because we don't know about positional. Oh wait, and no such file or directory. Oh, that's because they're failing to find the output file because it didn't get made. Awesome. Okay, so let's teach it about positional, and let's go to Rust, clap, derive. The derive tutorial. Okay. I want like options. Can I add like, you can name your arguments with a flag, or doesn't matter, they can be optional, intent is clear. Yeah, can I make like inverses on that? Flags. Flags can also be switches that can be on and off. Not sure what the difference then is between an option. Oh, options. Sorry, that's options as optionals. I want flags, yes. Can flags have more things on them? This is enabled via the action arg set true. It's implied when it's a boolean. Okay. Note that the default to accept multiple flags use count. Nope. Okay. Flap. Rust flag inverse. We could just like parse the arguments and then like do this outside of clap, but like I feel like I should be able to do like an inverse thing with it. As values for allow boolean literals as values for flag. I don't think that's really what I'm looking for. Provide a hybrid flag example. Oh, maybe that's what I want, a hybrid flag example. That sounds nice. Value name, value parser. This is also not derived style, of course. Cookbook. Yeah, there we go. Flags. Let's look at this one. Okay, so this one just does builder. Oh, okay, so yeah, so I want to stick with ones that have derives if possible. Ooh, there's lots that don't have derives. Okay. So it's possible that the derive is what's going to make this difficult to do nicely. Oh, flag subcommands. Got it. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is gonna be not trivial to do in clap. But let's see. Okay, so right here, yep, this is our comment. So builder right now, as you can do, is a builder flag where it defaults to false. So I don't think I actually need to specify that here. The cookbook, quick start, short, long. Options, flags. Yeah, see, so flags should be what I want, but there's not that many options here. Subcommands, like we're in a subcommand, but that's not really default. Validation. Like I kind of want a validation, but like I don't want to set a mode. I like mode has 2 possible values. Yeah, but I want like 2 flags that just set the same thing, basically. Argument relations. You can declare dependencies or conflicts between args and arg groups. Oh, okay, there we go. Group, arg group vers required is to require one and only one argument to be present out of a set. Yep. That looks right to me. Group input requires input. That one's interesting. Imagine that you had multiple arguments and you want one of them to be required, but making all of them required isn't feasible because they conflict with each other. Yeah. So something with these might work. Argument relations. Yeah, okay, so like like builder, and it's builder and positional. Actually, I don't required, it's not true. Okay, so we have a group now called builder. Group equals builder. This isn't, well, no, okay. So yeah, let's make it stay false, because this is gonna be a little weird. Positional. I don't think I'm gonna like this. If set invert, yeah, how about I do this? Inverse of dash builder when set the builder Builder style interface will not be included. No, just that. This is the default. Okay, cool. So now we have two different things. And what does our help look like? Cargo run, typeify help. Awesome. Crashed. Cool. Argument group name builder must not conflict with argument name. Okay. Build. That's fair. That it did conflict with that. Build. Awesome. Okay. Builder, positional, they're the inverse of each other. Okay. Builder and positional. The argument builder can't be used with positional. Cool. Okay. That's looking better. Okay, cool. But so now I think we need some like logic on top of this. So in CLI args, let's actually write some tests first. Positional, yeah, let's just add that in. Build structs, positional, false. And actually, yeah, I think that no, the CLI args are gonna have to do that because that's just how that makes clap happy with those ones. So yeah, no, we're gonna leave those there. I was wondering if I wanted to change this to an enum, but I can't because that's what we're using as the derive for clap. Okay. But I want to add some new tests. I didn't realize these were all failing. Boop. Boop. Awesome. Okay. So now what we want to do is let's write a test for the new function we're going to write. I don't know why I copied all that. I don't want to. Test. And we're going to test builder as default style. Yep. Okay, so we do some args. Assert equals, yeah, okay, so then this is going to be use, so nope. All we're going to do is assert equals args.builder, not args.builder though, it's going to be use builder. It's going to be a method or a function, doesn't exist yet, and it's actually, we can just make it an assert because let's make this function, use builder. We can add up over here, public function use builder, reference to self, and it's not just that, but that's part of it. Does that pass our test though? Nice. Test builder as default. Test builder as test builder, test positional as style, positional. So if positional is true, then use builder needs to be false. Actually, they're gonna yell at me if I do this. Let's find out if Clippy's upset. Oops. Yeah, Clippy's upset. It's like just use just use it. Assert instead of assert equals. Okay, so if you do positional true, you get positional. Test positional builder. And then like test builder opt in. I don't know. Like I don't even really feel like we need to test it because. Okay. Oh yeah, because I didn't actually give it anything. Cool, that was supposed to fail. Cargo test. Hey Brad, how's it going? Ooh, I love Rust. I'm never gonna tell people not to learn Rust. I think things looking fancy helps because I have cursive font in your code editor. I learned that if you turn on a cursive font, everything starts looking fancy. I'm a fan of Rust though, so you want to just rewrite all of Battlesnake in Rust? I think that obviously should be the first step. Ooh, I like streaming with the top hat on. I actually think if you go to the viewer rewards, what are they? Teamwork tokens, I think. I think one of the tiers there says I'll put on a hat. I'm not sure I own a top hat, but I think you're supposed to be able to make me. It's delightfully painful. That's a good description. I like that. Oh yeah, that is backwards. This one wants to use builder. Okay, cool. So that at least gets the builder ones, and now simple and help are the things. So help I knew was going to change. That makes sense. So what's going on in test simple? Test simple calls it without anything. Why does it call its output file output? Let's call its output file output. That's fine. And it's gonna match up with builder because that's the default now. Run a prediction so you can steal Jonathan's. I like that. I'm not sure I have any good things to predict at the moment. What can we get Jonathan to bet on that you would obviously bet the other answer? It's a good question. Okay, are we down to one test failure? No, we're not. Uh-oh, what's going on with test simple? Run a prediction that will Brad steal Jonathan's points. Oh, nice. I like that. Why were you forced to do your uni project in Rust? Oh, you can't even, we can't steal your things. The Swedish government is protecting you from losing all of your tokens. Look at that. All of the scheming was for nothing. Yeah, why is the uni project in Rust? For any specific reason? Is that just the like just the project, or just curious? Okay, so test help. I know what. Okay, let's just run the one I'm caring about. No such file or directory. Integration line 21. Output file. Oh. Yeah, that was just me changing too much stuff. Wait, still failing? Ah, that's fair. Yeah, if you're researching a library in Rust, it makes sense to need to be in Rust. That's fun though that you know for everyone, these people to be learning Rust for it. Or I think it's fun because I like Rust, but it's called Omnipaxos if you're interested. Pretty interesting stuff. Omnipaxos. Oh, okay. Replicated log library implemented. I like that. Hide the complexities of consensus to provide users a replicated log that is simple to use as a local log. Okay, so yeah, similar to like Raft in that world. Okay. Ooh, that is fun. What do you like? What's the research? What are you doing on top of this? Just seeing if it works. That would be good research, I guess. But I assume it's a little farther than that. It's not really the same, but this reminds me a lot of the these challenges that I was doing recently, the Gossip Glommer's distributed systems challenges, where like, you know, this fifth one here is to build a Kafka style log thing, with some number of nodes with some, you know, consensus-y thing. Definitely not as fancy as this, but similar stuff for sure. Better than Raft, yeah. Yeah, the gossip kilometers were fun. I got, you know, distracted from them, and I'm working through the broadcasts. I've got the multi-stage. I think fault tolerant. I can broadcast. I think I just haven't done the efficiency challenges, which are pretty reasonable. I'm just spamming things, but they're very fun. I want to keep going, but just keep forgetting. Ooh, hey, always good to find bugs in the libraries you're working on, or sometimes nice when you do. You can stop doubting your own sanity writing on top of it. That's fun though. Always fun to find bugs in something like that, especially something like, you know, research heavy. That's fun. Okay, so the symbol doesn't look like it has the builder, and why is that? Oh, because I'm just not using my new code yet. I wrote new code and I'm just not using it. I even tested the new code and I'm just not using it. Okay, go to main. Actually no, it's not in main, it's in lib. It's in this convert method. It's this use builder. This just wants to be use builder instead of just builder. And now test should pass. Yay! But I think that was just that one test, so I think help is still gonna fail. 2 of them failed. Test default output. Okay. Test default output, are you saying, yeah, builder's our new default? Okay, 1 failed now, and that's got to be help. Awesome. And this one I can fix by finding the right environment variable, because this is using, I think, a failed diff. Oh wait, no, is this one not? Oh, it's not. Okay. I gotta do it this way. I was thinking was using expectorate, which is a crate that that does this diffing for us. And I thought that then I could just add an environment variable and it would overwrite the file for me, but I don't think this one does. So I need to do this. Just change that to the cargo typify. First of all, that's not test, that's why that looked weird. Cargo run, and then typify help, typify tests, outputs, help. Awesome. Now we can cargo test. Awesome, I think we made it past that one. We're trying other ones now. I really probably could have just run tests in the cargo typify crate, because I haven't really changed anything outside of it. But that's okay. This uses the other crates, not the other way around. That is just a warning. I'm not really sure what it's saying, but didn't look like a huge deal. Awesome. Cargo typify. I'm not sure why I want to run it again, but one more try inside. Awesome. Okay. Do I actually, like, what does the help look like? Let's take one look at it. Run, typify, help. Just want to make sure that the positional, whether to include a builder style interface, this is the default. Positional inverse of builder. When set, the builder style interface will not be included. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Can always be changed later, but I like that to start out. Okay, let's see. I think we're good to go then. Add positional arg as inverse of builder. Builder is now the default. Awesome. Okay, and then the last thing that I need to do here on this is look at some line ending errors. And the hard-ish part about this is I might need to like fork this to actually run the GitHub Actions against it, because I'm not sure. I don't have a Windows machine to test it that way. Though I wonder if yeah, I'm hoping that we can just like, is it going to be every new line that's going to be different? It's hard for me to say. Yeah, it might be, but it's hard to say. And I think that like if I just push this, it's not gonna run tests. But I guess let's try, right? Let's push this first. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna run tests though, because I think someone has to click a button to make the tests run for me. Yep, that is the case. I think I have a fork of this though, right? Yep. So if I go to my fork of this, that didn't work. Oh yeah, because I don't want to go to that issue, just to my repo. Yep. Actions. Yes. Because this would already contain workflow files when it was forked, we've disabled them. Yeah. Yep. That was just telling me that it wasn't going to do things because it wasn't my repo, which was true, but I didn't need to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to pretend I'm opening the PR against myself. PR just for specs, or for CI is really what I want for CI. Okay. Oh, that's just because yeah, think it's just because something's out of date, but that's okay. All I want to see, yeah, that was perfect, awesome. So I can fork it and run the actions in my world. But I think this is gonna fail, or I'm like pretty confident this is gonna fail. So I think what I need to do is Rust testing cross-platform line endings. Just trying to see if there's just like an answer for this. I guess I could see what the expectorate crate does. Because this is the one I was just mentioning that we're using in different parts of the code, but we can't use here. But it probably means that I could just see what they're doing. Oh, cool. It's one of theirs. That's fun. Assert contents. Cool. This is the whole thing. DOS to Unix. Okay, cool. New line converter. Oh, okay. We probably just need new line converter. Cargo. Oh. Reset. Hard. Didn't want any changes there. Cargo. Add. Dev. New line converter. Awesome. And then in my integration tests, when I do the not assert content style, this one, expected. Oh, I actually want to go the opposite way. Huh, well, I wonder if I can do that. Let's find out. Let expected equal, so what about like new line converter? They have DOS to Unix. Is there Unix to DOS? Unix to DOS, yes there is. Oh, but that's not what I want. How do I... See, see, I have to do both of them to the same style, and that is harder to do in this with this thing. Yeah, because I don't know how to like just get the value of standard out of this thing. What if I don't want to cert? What if I just like wanted to run it? Oh, output. Wait, so what does output do? Executes the command child plus was waiting for it to finish collecting all of its output. By default, standard out and standard error are captured and used to provide the resulting output. Standard in is not inherited, and any attempt to read from standard in will result in the stream immediately closing. Okay. That's all I needed. Yeah. Except I don't actually want Unix to DOS. I want DOS to Unix of expected. I'm just gonna do it to both of these. Not sure why that's upset about. Oh, it wants a reference. Okay, and then let output equals this. Assert equals no output dot standard out. Oh, where was I reading that? That was on the this. Wasn't that doing something very different? Oh, write all. How do I get a string out of these? Do you have a method for that, maybe? Let output standard out. Yeah. Okay, that'll work for me. Let actual equals. Yep. Actual expected. Okay. Is that gonna pass locally? Nice. Okay, nice. If that passes locally, then I think it'll pass in CI too. Where is the other place I was doing this? Oh yeah, do I actually need to do an assert success here, maybe? Output. Search. Kind of failed. Yeah, that's fair. We can print the standard out. That's fine. Cool. Okay. And then where's the other place that I'm doing this? It's probably help. Wait, what? I'm actually not really sure if this was doing the right thing before. I'm a little confused because this had just a assert success up here, but then when we were actually doing expected, we didn't have the typify, I don't think. Interesting. Let expected equal, yep. Okay, and then if I like change the help file by like messing it up, cool, it does fail. It's not very nice, but it does fail. Oh, so what are they doing here? Yeah, it feels slightly unfortunate to like copy most of this for just the innards. So I think I just won't for now. But I think convert line endings for tests under Windows, or tests in Windows. And okay, that should, there we go, PR just for CI, but I should have a new one now. How long did that take before? 6 minutes. Is that because I didn't have a cache and now I'll have a cache? Can only hope. So we have a few minutes. Let's see what we're gonna do next. Because I think we're gonna be done with Typify here soon. Like I think this should be the last thing that we wanted to do for the CLI here. And then I think we'll maybe move on to my site. Maybe we'll see what I want to do there. There's lots of things to do there. Organizing the code side, maybe making it look a little bit like some of the things we have in Figma for my redesign. That would be fun to preview. Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy though for just a minute while these tests run and figure out what we want to do next. Yeah, we don't get a cache, so we are gonna rebuild from quote-unquote scratch, but that's okay. While we wait for this, let's open up my the repo for the blog. Okay, so this is my site. It is public. Ooh, I like these. I have these automated screenshots that are made every like hour on my live site. So if we make changes, we'll like get auto updated screenshots in the README here. That was fun to work with one day. So yeah, what do we have here? We've got a few things, but basically I think everything's in server. It's what actually runs everything here. So Lightstream, yeah, we got a SQLite database here that we're backing up continuously with Lightstream. I'm kind of just getting myself familiar again with this. It's been a bit since I worked on this. We're using sqlx for talking to SQL in Rust here. And it's using Axum for the HTTP server. It does have some Discord bot stuff built in. Forgot about that. It also has an RSS poller at the moment. Okay, yeah, we got some fun stuff. I think if we do anything, we'll work on mostly the HTTP side, the like actual getting stuff rendered for users. So yeah, I think that's what we'll move to in just a minute. Maybe we'll wire up getting Tailwind on the UI so that we could start poking around at getting some styles in. I think we'll use Tailwind. I've been using Tailwind kind of as a default for a little bit now on my projects. So yeah, let's see. Let's get a new window and open up that site. Okay. There we go. Taking a little while there. There we go. Okay, awesome. Looks like we should have the latest code already, but let's double check. Nice. Let's actually like make sure Rust is up to date. Maybe get a new version of Nightly while we're at it. Am I running Nightly for this project? Probably. Rust. Where's my? Do I not have a Rust toolchain file? Because if I don't have a Rust toolchain file, then we're not using Nightly. Oh, is it in server? Nope. We might not be using Nightly for this project. Fun. Yeah, look at that. Rust proper. Wait, why does this still say Nightly then? Am I still using Nightly? Am I using Nightly for the deploy though? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like I'm using Nightly for the deploy. So I guess we're not using Nightly? Interesting. Okay, well, let's see. Are these still running? Okay, we're getting closer maybe. I don't actually know if we're getting closer. Hopefully. Oh yeah, cool. We made it. We just made it to build. Now let's run tests. Still need to do some compiling for these tests, but that's okay. How's everybody's Wednesday doing? That's kind of just my default thing that I say after a while, I feel like. I really didn't think we'd do more compiling here, but that's okay. Some of these integration-y tests must be separate. This is the schemas, I guess it says is what we're running. Okay, well, let's also take a look at another project, because I think I'm going to use... So that's the thing we need to figure out for my site is how I'm going to do styles and how I'm going to do JavaScript. I kind of said that for styles I was going to do Tailwind, which I like. I think that makes sense. But that means I do need JavaScript, at least on my computer, right? Because Tailwind is an NPM project. They do have a separate CLI that I can install and use, but like that means my project really still needs that. So we will probably need that, and I want to get like some scripting set up or something. It does actually auto deploy, so we'll at least need to make it work with the Docker file. Maybe that's all the scripting I will take. But we will do that. But the thing that I was gonna pull up is I've already done some of that. So Peak is another Rust project. It has both a front end and a back end and has done some of this stuff already. So as we can see, it has a Tailwind config in here, which looks in a certain set of files, and does some font family stuff. What's that up there? Import Tailwind config. Oh, interesting. And I don't actually remember like how it gets compiled for my Docker file. So let's just take a look. we just... Okay, so we just installed their standalone CLI. And use that to do the compiling, to like make my JavaScript files, or CSS files. Okay, that seems sane enough. I think we will probably do that. And then Peak is using Wasm and Wasm Pack for things for the JavaScript. I might do that for the blog too. I think JavaScript is going to be very opt-in. I want to make everything work without JavaScript wherever possible. And so if that means we're limited only to Wasm browsers for Wasm JavaScript, that sounds fine. And then I get to use Rust, it'll be fun. Okay, how's this doing? Nice, awesome. Okay, there we go. I think that's good to go. Let's go take a look at the PR over on the actual repo. This should pass on this latest commit. Use this. Use the same library as expectorate. Expectorate was using to convert line endings. Awesome. Cool. There we go. I think we are officially done with that PR. Ready to move on and go to do some of my blog stuff. So let's run it and see what we have. Okay, lots of compiling needing to happen. I did just get a new version of Rust, so that makes sense. And this is why I like having the M1, whichever machine this is, because makes quick work of recompiling everything from scratch much better than my old machine. I say old machine, but I think I've had this for like close to a year now, so it's not that new, but still. Oh, we're up to one more viewer than last time I checked. Thank you for stopping by. How's it going? We're working on a Rust web app. It's going to be the future home for my blog. Right now I'm running an old Gatsby site as my blog, but I think we want to move over to this new Rust site eventually. But right now, the Rust site's very boring. It just looks like this. So we're going to add Tailwind to it and maybe some styles right now. Okay, so something else is already bound to port 3000. And let's see like how that port 3000 is set. Is it hard-coded? Can I connect to a different port relatively easily? X. No, the proc macro didn't expand. Thank you. We should probably kick Rust Analyzer. That might help. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Usually when I just click on it, it just like restarts, but that's not happening right now. Okay, but that's the proc macro is not what I was trying to look at. I was gonna look at the server, HTTP server. There we go. 3000, just hard coded. Let's change it to like 3003 for the moment, just because I don't want to figure out what is stealing my port. I think we're waiting for this Clippy down here to finish. Waiting for file lock on build directory. Come on, Clippy, you can do it. There we go. Took it a second. I also like thought they just compiled. I'm not sure why it needs to compile again for that change. Okay, there we go. Oh, that might have just spammed a Discord dev channel I have, but that's okay. It should have just gone to the dev channel. I forgot that it was going to do RSS things and pull some Upwork freelancing jobs on boot. but that's not the end of the world, just kind of funny. Okay, so if we go to port 3003, there we go, see the page. And let's, first of all, pull up the Figma here, not that, the Figma. There we go. Oh, it did autocorrect me there. Okay. Let's look at my site. Okay, so like this is what we're gonna eventually be going for, something looking like this. So maybe we can just try to get a pink background done for the moment, because like, you know, that's a good starting spot. And you'd think that Figma would make it relatively easy. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Can take that RGB. We don't need it yet, but we will in a few minutes. And let's just do exactly what. Well, so wait. Do I have a Tailwind? I do. I've got a Tailwind CSS thing, and awesome. Okay. Which version are you? You don't have a version. 3.2.1. Awesome. Tailwind. Let's see what version of. Oops, not Tailwind UI. We can use that if we need to. Tailwind. Just Tailwind. Tailwind CSS. There we go. Which version? What's our latest version? Where do you want to? No, nothing wants to tell me that right off the bat. Get started. CLI. Yes. 3.2.7. Is that what I have? 3.2.1. Okay. So how should I get the latest? Probably like that. Or is it Yarn Global? Yarn LS Global? Yarn add global Tailwind CSS. Oh, okay. G clean F. Did not want those. Node modules. Awesome. Okay. Yep, the npm one works for me. Just give me a Tailwind CSS file. Uh, 3.2.1, yeah. So which Tailwind CSS? Where are you coming from? Oh, do I just have one dropped there? Yeah, I just have one dropped there. Okay. What if I just remove it? Okay, so now it doesn't exist. Got it. Okay, so that's why I just have that there apparently. What happened to our music? Unknown. It's back now. I don't know why it's being annoying to get the thing, so let's just download let's just get it from the GitHub Tailwind CSS CLI from their releases. Just download this thing. Awesome. Remove /downloads. Tailwind, yeah. Oh, Tailwind, what's it called? Tailwind CSS Mac OS x86 bin Tailwind CSS. Move can't stat no such file or directory. No, but it is though. Well, let's just do this then. Did I spell something wrong there? Yeah, no, I don't think I did. Yep, I know. gosh. This is so funny. I forgot that you have to do this. You have to right click on it and then you can click open and then it'll at least like open once kind of through all of my terminals. I think this is probably far enough that I don't need to like let the terminal boot all the way. Yeah. Yay, we finally got 327. Okay. R modules be clean F. Okay, awesome. What did I do in the server? Oh, I just changed it to 2003. That's fine. Make a new branch. Tailwind. There we go. Okay. Tailwind CSS init. Nice. Made me a config file. Tailwind config. Awesome. Okay. Looking good. I do think the thing that I know I need that I can take from Peak is, yeah, where does the content go? What does that look like? And yeah, right now it's just gonna go in server and anything with a .rs extension or HTML. Yeah, if you find an HTML file, you should probably look in there too. Yeah, cool. Well, that works for me. I don't actually think like there is anything like if we just run Tailwind. Input file. What about when there isn't an input file? That's like kind of the whole point, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So like watch, we'll do the right thing. Oh yeah, do I have anything like that? No, I'm just cargo running to bring it up right now. I might want like a little thing like I have for Peak. I have a proc file, I think. Yeah, for dev that like runs the server and it runs Tailwind. And yeah, wait, so I actually have a front end. Wait, why do I have a source? What's in the Tailwind file? Oh, do I need it? Oh, I might want that. Okay. Yep, I forgot about that. Source. Yeah, I don't really know how I want to organize things here. Like, I haven't really thought about it at all. Like, I guess I can just do this. Make a new file. Styles. And then in here, put a tailwind.css file. Copy these things from it. And then like I can have a proc file maybe. It looks something like this. Yeah, so I am gonna have this fun issue like I've had before where actually wait. Tailwind Rust. Not that. It's this one? I think. Yeah, I saw this recently. Railwind. Does this like work for most things? Doesn't really say. Add support for Tailwind, those things. Yeah, see, so like, I like the idea here. I think I want to use real Tailwind because I think it's just gonna be easier for me to use real Tailwind. So yeah, okay, so let's use real Tailwind. Let's do things like I have it here. So in the Docker file, where's the stuff about Tailwind? Yep. Hey, thank you for the follow, Chris Biscardi. Biscardi? Biscardi, yeah. Thank you for the follow. Glad to have you. Hopefully you are having a good time hanging out with me. Okay, so I'm just copying this over. We're gonna install it in a Docker file. When do we actually run it? Yep, okay, here's where we run it. We run it right before we do cargo build stuff. That does make sense. And I ran it on, so it's in the server, source, styles, Tailwind CSS. And then, yeah, now I don't, like, do I just put it, this also feels like it wants to potentially be in a build.rs file. This feels like it kind of wants to be in a build.rs file. Do I want to put this in a build.rs file? I don't really want to. Okay, we're gonna try this. It's gonna be weird, but it's okay. Server, source, server. Do I just put it in target? Target Tailwind CSS? Yeah, why not? Doesn't sound crazy to me. Cool. Look at that. That worked good. Okay. So I outputted that into there. Awesome. Okay, so then if I actually do something like a little silly, but it'll totally work. If I go into HTTP server, I can probably do something like const tailwind styles, something like that. Yeah, awesome. Okay. So now I need something that will just like return that when you hit a specific route. So like I can just make a specific one like route slash styles slash tailwind CSS. A nice get tailwind CSS gets you the styles. Yeah, okay. Cargo run. Styles tailwind.css. So if I just now go to localhost 3000, and then styles tailwind.css. Yeah, okay. That'll work. Is it the best? Maybe not, but it'll definitely work. It means like this is actually going to be included in my binary, which I like. I don't like the fact that it's like generated outside of it, but I think it'll be okay. I do think I need a proc file though, or something. Like, you know, I'm gonna need server as something, and I'm gonna need tailwind as another thing. Yeah, let's just go steal those from Peak. I'm gonna need both of those. Server's that. This is that. It's actually basically the same thing. Actually, no, I think what I want to do is I'd rather, oh yeah, but I do want to save this as proc file in the root. Okay, Docker file. This one. That can go in my proc file. Awesome. Okay, so input, output, same thing. Now though, what I can do is do something like overline start, and it'll boot both of my server and tailwind. And so now I can go to localhost 3000. Awesome. styles, Tailwind CSS. Awesome. Okay, so now I can go actually like return that. Here's my home page. Perfect. You should like really Rust Analyzer Reload Workspace. Because I would really like it to actually expand my macros. Yay! Okay. I think I do a style tag and a source tag and something like that. Yeah. Did that work? Elements on the page. We didn't end up with anything up there, but I guess that might have even been just improper HTML. Yeah. Yeah, because I did just throw that like in a weird spot. Is that like what I'm actually returning? Is just homepage? Like there's just nothing, there's nothing up there at all? That's pretty funny. Oh, a link rel style sheet. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than whatever the hell I just threw at the page a second ago. There we go. Ooh, and look at that. It loaded the style sheet. That means it must be working. Oh yeah, and that like got reset, didn't it? Yep. Do I like that? I don't know. Like if I get rid of it, it'll look different. It'll take a minute. Not a lot different, but a little bit different. It's fine. Basically all that changed is this doesn't get highlighted anymore and we don't get any spacing between our paragraph tags. Or less spacing. But I think that's basically just a reset. There's nothing like overly exciting going on. Okay. Wow, we have some styles. Let's make a commit. Add Tailwind styles. We added Tailwind CSS styles that are built into the server binary. So far, we don't actually use any styles, but we do include the style sheet from our HTML. Except for, well, no, it's definitely true. But there's only one page, so it's very boring to say that we included it in the HTML. Let's make a new tab. So we do include it in the head, but like I probably am gonna want to pull this into something where like there's like, you know, some templating going on. Like we always add the head to the page, then we can add inner things and stuff like that. So let's work on that under HTTP server. Yeah, I think it's a definitely under HTTP server. There's something about templating. So let's see. Oof, okay, this is all a little bit of a mess right now. That's okay. Means there's stuff to clean up soon. Templates. Create module there. Awesome. Okay, so then let's do public create. It doesn't matter. Public function HTML head. Or head. Let's just call it head. And it returns a markup. Yep. If I then go to here and grab this. Oh, Well, that is what I wanted, but I forgot that it was going to be in the HTML macro. Wow, okay. Yep, get that macro. That looks way too far out. Yeah. Cool. Yep, I know you're never used. That's because of this. I don't actually know what I want to do here. So do we want to like have like a public function base that like takes in some markup and does something like that? Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So then in the place where we're actually doing this one file, there we go. So what do I want? Kind of want a new macro, really, right? Like, can I make a new macro rules macro? Rust macro rules macro. See, but I want whatever arguments that are passed into the HTML macro. So this is the mall Rust. I think it's that, right? Mod. It's this, yeah. So like what do you take in? I guess I could like copy it basically. Oh, it uses one of those. But actually I just want to pass it through. So I probably can do that, right? Rust macro rules pass through all tokens. Require the literal tokens at the end. Yeah, can't be matched. That's, yeah, a little more than I wanted. Yeah, maybe not as easy as I wanted. That's okay. Look, I can just wrap this in base. Import it, and then we get rid of head. And then after a few minutes, whenever the page will recompile, yay! We see exactly the same thing. Except actually, let's start like doing things. Let's go to our base and let's give this a background color, maybe. I don't think I want that background gray 9000, but it'll be something. What? Cool, didn't do anything. Wonder why that is. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like those made it into my Tailwind. Like, my Tailwind CSS doesn't seem like it has the background colors. And I wonder why. Because like, well, let's check this, right? In our proc file, we are doing watch. Yep, and we go from this to that. Yep. Interesting. And then we have our Tailwind content set to server, and then anything either RS or HTML. That should catch that for sure. The glob pattern is invalid. Oh, Oh yeah, that's fair. Tailwind config. I don't need those wrapping it. There we go. So is that different? Like, do you think it did something different that time? There's the target. There's the tailwind. I don't know, not really seeing any background color things. Oh, nope, it did work. Nice. Wow, wait, that's the gray. Wow, that's a nice gray. Okay, but let's do Tailwind CSS, or Tailwind config. Theme extend, yeah. Colors. Background equals, sure. I don't think that's what it is, but I'll leave it like that for a second. Okay, what's my background color? Let's go to Figma. Perfect. I think I can just use that, probably. Oh, well. Close. Now I actually have to go to my template and change it to be what I want it to be. Background. Next white. And when it reloads, that's exactly what it was supposed to look like. Perfect. Okay. Our classes are applying now. Nice. Okay. Get the background to the nice branded purple color. That's a start for Tailwind for sure. And fix bug and Tailwind config. Awesome. Okay. Nice. So let's see what else we want to do next. Yeah, let's see. Do we want to like start making this look a little bit more like this? Like I can add this header. Could add some of this a little bit. Yeah, like maybe this logo. I could pull this logo out. Boom. Ooh, we're actually gonna need some more static assets here. That'll be fun. Yeah, static will be things that we like actually want to commit. So like this logo SVG. No height and width in SVG. I like formatting my SVGs. Let's throw that on the page. Okay, so let's do it. Let's probably just do it in the template, in the head, like, you know, up here somewhere. Where like let logo equals const logo SVG includes string. Yep. Cool. Cool. Over my desk. See if that just works. If with it, that just threw an SVG on the page. Oh yes, okay. I remember that though. Docs. There was something about elements and attributes. There was something about escaping things, text and escaping. Just wrap it in pre-escape. Oh, did I bring it down again? No, I didn't. Failed to compile. Oh, that's reasonable. Import. Compiling, 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 compile. Yeah, there we go. That is huge. But it's something. It is something. Okay. So let's like wrap that in a thing, right? Like max width. Let's do pros. No, even that's too big. Like 4XL. Yeah, that's perfect. Put the SVG in there. That'll just like shrink it down a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Really do need like some better live reload something. Watch is fine, but it's pretty slow for this like rapid prototype-y thing that I want to do. That looks pretty good. Yeah, okay. Scales down nicely. Scales up nicely. Okay, I love SVGs. Awesome. Okay, that's looking so good. Looks so much better than it did when we started this stream. Do we want to like make it look more? Yeah, might as well, right? Let's keep going. Keep going. Let's get a header. Home, posts, streaming, and contact. Yeah, let's get a whole header broken out. This is like the head. Yeah, and then we also want a header. Header. I think right now this is the header. Yep, header. Okay, so then that's that, but then we also want like a div to contain these, like a flex grid. I don't know, just flex for the moment. Wrap that div in it. Yep. Oh, does this not? Oh, that's real unfortunate. Yeah, those are all right, but something doesn't look right still. Ah, well, that's part of it. Okay, well, that's as good as we can get for that. But then, is it nav a thing? I think nav's a thing that I'm allowed to do. Okay, I broke all of it. What's going on over here? Min width, like, medium. Oh, that actually didn't really do what I thought I was gonna do. Min width, medium? Oh, it's because that just wasn't a thing. Minimum width of like 250 pixels. Yeah, there we go. Minimum width. Oh, I see. Those are my only options. F off, computers. If you don't give me the options, I'll make them up myself. I guess really this should be something like flex grow. That's what I want there. Yeah, maybe that's what I wanted. Oh, that's still open. Cool. Okay. And then we have list items. So like, you know, one for home, one for hosts, one for projects. Something like that, right? Like we're getting close. Not really, but we're getting closer. Home, post, streaming, contact, home, post, projects. Yeah, maybe there's more. Streaming. Oops. Ah. And then maybe there's like a contact page. I like the idea of that. That would get us to something like that. None of these are gonna work. They're all gonna 404, which I will need a nice custom 404 page. Okay, but like that gets me something. Yeah. How big is this right now on this screen? 310. Yeah, that's fair. Whoa. Oh, I opened Obsidian. This is obviously huge. Like, max width. Oh wow, yeah, it's huge. XL. What is XL? It's still 600 pixels. Wow. Okay, these are still huge. That's medium? Okay, that's better though. Like, it's not great, but it's definitely better. Justify center? Is that the one I wanted for that? Okay, so yeah, this is a little slow. Justify center, align center. No. Align middle? Like I can do align middle, but that's definitely never what I want. Item center? Is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. They need way more space between them though. Margin right. Right now they have that, but I'd actually rather this be a grid. Grid flow column? I don't know, whichever way that it doesn't by default. Yeah, that. And then I want a gap. So are those actually useful? Justify? This one's not. Well, actually. Yeah, but this one is. Right? Yeah, okay. Gap of like 8. We can get rid of all these margin rights. Cool. Yeah, there's like, it definitely needs some space on there. Adding in the X direction of like 8. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. More gap though. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'm like currently liking this whole just put everything in the binary thing. Anything in static is just being included. Well, not anything in static. I'm just pulling one thing out of static right now and putting it in the binary. But that seems like an okay way to do it. Yeah, okay. I like that. Do I have a license file here? I do. Do I want to publish everything under the Apache? Do I care about my logo being Apache'd? No, I really don't. And I don't think I want to think about it too much. Add a simple header for the site with my logo. My new and improved logo is not that old school logo I was working with before. Let's get this published. Awesome. Yeah, that might be good enough to do, you know, the site isn't very much, so I don't think I would be upset deploying this by any means. So I think we probably will. Add a tailwind and let's start at some basic styling. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, so this is in Circle still. That's fine. I've just been migrating some of my stuff to... Oh, this is in both. I have both GitHub and CircleCI running right now. Cool. See which one's faster. And then I think the deploys, though, are still just in Circle, it looks like. Haven't moved those over at all. Well, that's fine. Ooh, something failed. Doc tests. Installing apt fast for optimized. Internal server error. Oh no. That's not a me thing, that's a server thing. So CircleCI might win though if GitHub Actions are going to fail with things like that. Yeah, the last thing I did here was add GitHub Actions about a month ago. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I think that might be about all that we're gonna get done today. I think we'll, you know, spend the last 15 minutes or so here getting this PR out, letting these tests run, and I think I would like to see it deploy on our actual site and be live. That would be fun. If that happens, I'll probably click the little button to run screenshots faster so that we can see the screenshots update in the README, because that's also a lot of fun. But things don't pass in CI because I don't actually have a tailwind.css file in my output here. Yep, we're definitely gonna need to do that. So I think I can just steal something from the Docker file, kinda. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can just do it, right? So I can open my CircleCI config, and then I'm gonna have to do this in the GitHub Actions too. Oh man. Like, it's fine, it just, I don't really want to, but I don't think I have a better idea. Yeah, 'cause right now we're just doing everything in one step. So like, you know, I think I can just like add a run, and then we run all of these things. I think we can just do it that way. And then we do the next line, which is also from the Docker file, but for some reason not together. Like that. Perfect. And then the GitHub Actions will need basically the same thing. Building. I don't know which one's actually gonna need it, really. But it's like, yeah, exactly. I can do almost the exact same thing. So I guess I can just put it before. Okay. I'm gonna just say that I don't need it for docs. I'm not really sure if that's true. Update CI to run Tailwind. Okay. Let's see if either CI likes that. I'm a little worried that neither of them are going to. Actions. Why is check schema still running? Oh, interesting. Let's check out Circle. Okay, we made it. Oh, cool. Looks like we have a Tailwind file, or we ran through those steps, so we should have a Tailwind file. I ran out of water. Oh no. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, so if we made it through this and everything, yeah, done in 20, yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, I think that file is gonna exist, and I think it should build cleanly now. Not so sure about GitHub Actions. Just less confident. I'm actually still surprised that this is taking so long. I also feel like check schema is gonna fail because of the same thing all of these are gonna fail with, of not having that file. I think I needed to add it to that one too. So we're testing on stable and nightly in the tests. That's fun. I like that. This is nightly, this is stable, just to hop back and forth. These ones really shouldn't be anything different. Like, you know, there's, first of all, there's not that exciting of tests in anything different. So like, I don't think anything would change between the two, but always fun to test with both. Maybe in theory, I'll catch a nightly regression one day or something. These tests are taking a little longer than I expected. Okay, so we're at least built though on the circle side, so we're definitely, that's gonna work at least on circle. No promises about GitHub Actions, but I would like to at least find out. I think I'm gonna need to do this for docs too, from looking at it. Oh yeah, so check schema is one I'm interested in. I'm also like so unsure why that took forever in the last one. Finally failed. Yeah, it just took 7 minutes to get there. Okay, so I am gonna need it in this one too. We are going to go here too. Is that the only place? Let's wait on committing this for just a sec to see if I think others of these will need it. 1 of 2 complete. Cool. Succeeded. Awesome. Okay, so these ones should hopefully go through pretty quickly. Or not, should go through pretty quickly, but like I expect them to go through, I think. Docs did not work either. Okay, yeah, so docs also need it. Everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. Oh, and the only thing I could have done maybe was wait so that I would have a cache for the next one. But I didn't. Some of these might, but like not all of them will, it looks like. Or maybe they will from this one? Or these ones might not have cached. Unknown. Maybe it'll be faster, but probably not. Oh, nice. Yeah, that cache actually worked beautifully for testing. We were able to compile that for tests in 3 seconds with that cache. Love it. Yeah, this one doesn't look like it had a cache as nicely from this one. Yeah, no cache to restore. So that one's gonna take a bit. No cache to restore. That one will take a bit. Okay, so most of these ones are gonna take a bit, but that one for us was super nice and quick. Okay, do I want to wait for these? The answer is no. No, I don't. Let's merge it. Let's merge it because I wanted to see the deploy go out before ending stream, and I wanted to wrap up. Okay. Deploy and test, and then deploy fly up next. Actually, build and test, and then deploy fly up next. Okay, I was kind of thinking that this would fly through. Oh, this isn't cached at all. I forgot. In Circle, we just give it a big box and or just like run as fast as you can. Instead of trying to do caching, because I haven't had as much luck with doing caching well on CircleCI or Rust specifically. I've had really good luck in other things, but Rust specifically, I've just never had the best luck figuring out the right cache directories in Circle. Which is why it's nice in GitHub Actions. I can use someone else's action to do it for me, and it works really, really well on that side. Yeah, because these are just all going to take a while, and I didn't want to wait. Got some unused imports, nice. I like that it calls those out. Okay, there we go. We at least made it through the freaking getting the crates.io index. Can't wait for that sparse index to land on main and not need a nightly. That'll be really nice. Oh, am I on a mod from Git? I wonder if I can undo that. It looks like maybe. I just want this to deploy to fly. Because then I want to make the screenshot. I'm really liking this auto screenshot to readme tool flow thing. And I'm really excited to test it out with some new changes. This is really like the first time I've made the site look different since I added that for myself. So excited to see it run. We made it to docs, so we made it. Oh, we made it all the way through tests even. Tests like flew by so quickly I didn't even notice it because there was literally none of them. Nice. All 0 tests ran super speed. Awesome. Test formatting. Nice. Uploading these artifacts. Awesome. We should be good to go to fly deploy. Oh, come on. Oh, this is at the end. I see. Interesting. That's fine, but interesting. Okay, now we can do the fly deploy. Oh no! That's okay. Looks like Fly's having an issue today. That's okay. I will deploy later. I'm not in a rush. I did want to see the thing go through on stream, but it's not a big deal. Okay, yeah, they're trying to switch over their console cluster. Hug ups to Fly. I know you've been having a rough time in general, but hopefully you can get this under control this evening. But no problem from my point of view. I will just deploy when it's green again. And then I think with that, I think I am gonna wrap up today's stream though. Thanks for coming along and hanging out with me. I hope you had fun. If you want to follow along with me more, you can find me on the Fediverse at toot.cat, at CoreyJA. Or you can hit me up on Discord. I'm in the Battlesnake Discord a lot, or I have my own Discord server. If you find my GitHub profile, you will find a link to the Discord if you want to come and hang out. But I think we are going to wrap up for today. I will be back on Sunday at noon Eastern United States time. I think we're on Standard Time, not Daylight Time anymore. Noon Eastern US time. I will be back doing Battlesnake Sunday. I'm not sure what we'll do for Battlesnake this week, but tune in Sunday to find out. Ooh, I think we probably will announce the next community tournament on Sunday on stream, so that'll be fun. Tune in to find out the dates for that. And with that, I think I will tune out and see everyone later. Thanks, team. See you soon. Bye.